Yo, what is going, guys? This is jmoneyhs back again with another video, and today we've got a big bunch of stuff going on. We've got the patch notes, and I'm gonna be going over all the other cards released for the mini set since they have all been revealed. By the way, be sure to subscribe so that way you don't miss out on any Hearthstone videos. Thank you so much once again for 400 subscribers. And yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, this patch 30.4 launching tomorrow will be basically bringing on the mini set, which don't forget to buy that. That'll be 2,000 gold. Just have 2,000 gold so that way you can get the cards for free and everything, so that way you don't have to worry about spending any money on it. That way you can save yourself 15 bucks for the 38 cards. And then yeah, we're gonna have the mythic rag hero portrait and everything, which I think is pretty cool, especially since it's a dual class for shaman and warrior. And also the attack animation for it is absolutely insane, and so is the the end of game animations and everything too. So I kind of like it, honestly. But yeah, and then we have a battlegrounds update here. Effects that cast tavern spells have been updated, so now you cast those spells: temporal tampering, untamed sorcery, mind flayer goggles, and Replica Cathedral. This change means that they now trigger effects based on when you cast a spell. Okay. I did not even know that anything about that, honestly. And then Nether Pendant now only applies to damage taken on your turn, not in combat. Usually before, whenever, like, say you have what's that 3/4 that triggers the battle cries next to you and everything. If you had that and you dealt damage to yourself with, like, say, an imposing or a backstage security or something, it would proc for the Nether Pendant, but now it doesn't. So yeah, but I think you could still get, like, some benefit out of the taking damage in the combat and everything, but it's not something I see all the time, so I don't think it's anything that you should really worry about. It's just something that they decided to clean up for Blizzard. But yeah, I usually, whenever I use Nether Pendant, I just use it for, like, the damage I take on my turns anyways, so it is what it is. And then Arena season update, when patch 30.4 launches, all current arena runs will end and a new arena season will begin. Arena will remain dual class for this season. The arena pool will just be adjusted so that the following sets make up the arena pool for this season. So you'll have Core, Skullomance, Alterac Valley, Sunken City, Whizbang's Workshop, and Perils in Paradise. Okay, interesting. Then in-game event, Travel Master's Guide to Adventure. This will be the new in-game event that they'll have running from September 24th to October 15th. It looks like you can get two hero portraits, one for Druid, one for Shaman, and you can get a coin, cosmetic, and a card back. So that'd be pretty cool. Hopefully they actually put in some, like, quests that don't take ages to do. So I'm still heated about the fucking Pirates one that we had to do for the Marin's treasure hunt thing. Loner deck updates. To celebrate Hearthstone's imminent return to China, we're updating the new and returning player loner decks for all regions. These new decks will include cards from all current standard sets, including Perils in Paradise. All decks are available after patch 30.4 launches. We're also adding the ability for players to claim their selected loner deck early if they want, before the loner period ends, so they can start making tweaks to their new deck. There's never been a better time to start or restart playing Hearthstone. Returning players who have been away for 90 or more days are eligible for a free deck just for logging in. Returning players can claim these returning decks each time they are eligible. New players are eligible for the free deck after completing the tutorial and apprentice track. Progression updates. The new gameplay achievements have been added to 5 expansions that didn't have achievements before. Rise of Shadows, Saviors of Doom, Descent of Dragons, Ashes of Outland, and Skull and Knights Academy. Now each have an achievement for each class in that set, plus a neutral achievement. Okay. So basically just like the in-game achievements before like the achievements got introduced in Darkmoon Faire. That's pretty cool. Wild boards return to standard. At least we won't have to deal with like the same 4 boards we have to deal with right now. So yeah, all Hearthstone game boards will now be able to appear in Hearthstone matches, including boards from sets that have rotated into Wild. The newest game board will still appear more frequently. Okay, great. But all other game boards will have an equal appearance rate. Hop into a game and check out some old favorites. At least I do miss like a lot of the old boards, so this is at least a positive change. But make a board for Perils of Paradise. Come on, Blizzard. And then some bug fixes and game improvements. Most notably, Adaptive Amalgam and Immortal Prelate now returned with functional Divine Shield or Stealth if it was granted to them and then consumed before they were destroyed. Zephyrus accounts for locations now, the original one back in Saviors of Doom. Yeah, it looks like everything else is just like a couple extra bug fixes. So now, let's go into the card library because we've got some more... cards to review for the Miniset. So we've got Death Knight, Warlock, Paladin, Druid, Neutral, Priest, and Demon Hunter. And I think we also have the second batch of Hunter, because I don't think we dealt with the Hunter here. We dealt with these Hunter release cards, but we didn't deal with this one. I guess this is like a legendary or something. Anyways, let's start with Hunter. Why not? Okay, only new card for them is Monkey Business. Add 8 bananas to your hand. Any that can't fit are randomly fed to friendly minions in play. I mean... it's good if you already have like a couple of minions on the board already and your hand's like halfway full, so that way you get like 3-4 bananas in play and everything. But honestly, this ain't good at all. Honestly, like Hunter's getting the short end of the stick. The worst thing about it, Chatty Macaw doesn't even work with it. But yeah, Monkey Business, pretty bad. If I were to give it a rating, 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5 in standard, 1 out of 5 in wild. Yeah, it's too slow in wild. Anyways, let's go to Demon Hunter. See all the new cards for there. Let's go with Infernal Stapler. 3 mana, 3/3 weapon for Demon Hunter. After your hero attacks, deal 3 damage to your hero. Synergizes with Arana pretty decently, and it works well with the sock minion and everything. What the fuck is that minion called? I don't remember. Anyways, whatever. But either way, I'd say pretty decent card. Yeah. Don't really have many words for it. I'd say middle of the line, like 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5 in standard, and then 2 out of 5 in wild. Demonic Deal, 2 mana Fel spell for Demon Hunter. Lifesteal, deal 4 damage to a minion. Put a random demon that costs 5 or more on top of your deck. This is a 2-pack of ass. What the hell? This just doesn't fit well mana wise. Like 2 mana, deal 4 damage to a minion. And lifesteal, that's really good. Putting a random demon that costs 5 or more on top of your deck, that's bad. that part is bad. So, that if it's come to that, like, I'd say it's okay. So I'm gonna say that it's like a 2 out of 5. In standard, and then 1 out of 5 in wild. Yeah, like putting a random demon that costs 5 or more on top of your deck, like that's not gonna be good. Like you want to play cards that you can afford, not cards that you have to wait a couple of turns to play. Like hell, what if you get a 10 cost demon on top of your deck or something? Yeah, I don't know. And plus, like this could pull out your window shopper. So like you want to discount your window shopper with the fucking what's that one man? What's that one? What is that one weapon called? I don't remember. It's a 4 mana 3/2. And then Spirit Peddler, 6 mana 6/6 demon for Demon Hunter with Rush. Death Rattle, reduce the cost of a random minion in your hand by 6. This is actually pretty good, but not an aggro Demon Hunter. I'd say this doesn't really fit in anything Demon Hunter's doing, so right now it's like a 1 out of 5 in Standard and Wild. Good mana cheat by a bunch, but like Demon Hunter doesn't really synergize with this right now. Like they're focused on summoning pirates with Sigil of skydiving and dangerous cliffside and stuff, and the Adrenaline Fiend, shit like that. Not like reducing the cost of like a minion in your hand. Like it could reduce the cost of a Rana, sure. And then you can have like your Rana like double fucking acupuncture turn and shit like that, but like it's not gonna be good. It's really not. So did I rate this? I don't know. 1 out of 5 in Standard and Wild, right? At least for right now. Alright, let's go down to Priest. Look at some of the cards for Priest. First things first, Envoy of Prosperity. Good lord. 2 mana 4/4. Battlecry, put the highest cost card in your hand on top of your deck. So this is basically just like a -1 in terms of card advantage. But, I mean, like, it's a 2 mana 4/4. That's pretty big. This would probably be good in Wild, but I don't think it'll be good in... I don't think it'll be meta-defining in Standard, because, like, this doesn't really synergize with anything. It doesn't synergize with Heal Priest. It doesn't synergize with Reno Priest. It doesn't synergize with fucking Zarimi Priest either. So, I mean, good stats for the cost, but I'm gonna say it's like a 2 out of 5 in Standard, like 3 out of 5 in Wild, because like Shadow Priest could utilize this to be a 2 mana 5/4 basically with the Attendant, the 1/3, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Silver Moon Brochure, 2 mana holy spell for Priest. Give a minion immune this turn and +2/+2 flips each turn, and then it goes till get to a Gilneas Brochure, a 2 mana shadow spell for Priest. Silence a minion and give it -2/-2, and then it flips back to the Silver Moon. Okay, this is definitely going to see play in Reno Priest possibly, but does it see play in any other Priest? I don't think so. But I do like this card. Honestly, it's pretty cool on both ends. I really like the brochures. They're pretty neat. But I don't know if the Silver Moon brochure is gonna be the best. So I'm just gonna put it at like a 2 out of 5 in Standard, 1 out of 5 in Wild. Yeah, like I think it's just it's always too slow in Wild. It's always too slow in Wild. Wild's too fast for like even a 2 cost card, if we're being honest. Then we have Job Shadower, 3 mana 4/3 battle. And then we have Job Shadower, 3 mana 4/3 undead for Priest. Battlecry, if your hero took damage this turn, summon a copy of this. This is gonna be wild and wild. I'm gonna tell you that much. Hell, I mean, Demon Hunter right now in Standard could utilize Job Shadower because they just swing into a minion, summon 2/4/3s, you know? That 4 mana for 2/4/3s, that's pretty good. So honestly, I think this is gonna be pretty good. So I'm gonna rate this a 3 out of 5 in Standard, and a 5 out of 5 in Wild. Wild's gonna love this card probably. All right, we've got all the other classes left, so let's just go down from class to class. So let's start with Death Knight. So Travel Security, 6 mana, 2/2 undead, already off to a really bad start. Taunt Death Rattle, summon a random 8 cost minion. Yeah, this is a 2-pack of ass if we're being honest. All right, yeah, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. This is a 1 out of 5 in Standard, 1 out of 5 in Wild. Yeah, like maybe with the Geist, the Geist miniature. Maybe you could well, not the Gigantify, not the toy snatching Geist. Maybe it's something, but it costs way too much. 6 mana for a 2/2? Damn, that's ass. Soul Searching, 2 mana, double unholy runes, shadow spell for Death Knight. Discover a card from your deck, spend 5 corpses to copy it. Ooh, that is good, but you can't use it in Rainbow, so you can't use it with the Climatic Necrotic Explosion, so don't you worry about that. This is good, but honestly, the double rune is what's gonna kill it, because like everything has mostly 1 rune, so it's fits in like a Rainbow Death Knight. So Soul Searching, I do like you. I'm gonna give you a 2 out of 5 in Standard, 1 out of 5 in Wild, but like I do like Soul Searching if I'm being honest, and the Control F. Yeah, the Control F is a pretty good Easter egg there. And then Eternal Layover, 4 mana, 1 unholy rune spell for Death Knight. Give all minions reborn, then destroy all minions. This is good if you have like a bunch of Death Rattle minions, like say you're Eliza Goreblade, or hell, you could possibly go for an OTK with the Frostbitten Freebooter. Depends on if the Death Rattle goes off like before everything is reborn, which I believe it does. So yeah, you could just like deal an immediate 10 damage to the enemy hero with that combo. People are already utilizing the Freebooter for a combo and everything with things like the Brittlebone Buccaneer and stuff like that. Which I think the Frostbitten Freebooter is really cool, if I'm being honest. But yeah, like this could also go into Death Knight, Rainbow Death Knight. Yeah, you could give your Reska Reborn, but you won't be able to really steal anything, I don't believe. So not a lot of point to it, but hey, I don't know. Hell, you could go Travel Security and then play your Eternal Layover. You got a free 8 cost minion for only 10 mana. Wait a minute. But yeah, Eternal Layover I do like. But I think it costs a little too much for it to be like good. So I'm just gonna rate it like a 2 out of 5 in Standard, 1 out of 5 in Wild. All right, let's go down to Druid. Let's see what we got. We got the Ungoro brochure, which I believe, yeah, we've already touched on that one when the mini set was announced and everything. We've got both Handle with Bear. I just love that. 2 mana, nature spell for Druid. Get 2 3/3 bears with taunt. Each turn they are in your hand, they gain +1/+1. So yeah, like on turn 3, you can play a 4/4. Honestly, doesn't synergize with anything Druid's doing right now. They don't care about anything with beasts. So it doesn't help them ramp. It doesn't get them any dragons or anything like that. It doesn't draw anything. So as much as I love Handle with Bear, I'm going to have to rate it like a 1 out of 5 at both Standard and Wild. Yeah, unfortunately, because I do like I especially love the card art for the Handle with Bear. And then finally for Druid, we have a Number Cruncher, 4 mana, 2/1 with Rush, Taunt, choose thrice, gain +2 attack or +2 health. So you can either choose to gain +6 attack to make it a 8/1, or make it a a 2/7. Or a 4/5 or something like that. Okay, so you can either go for like an Oasis Snapjaw with like what you want to do. You could go for a you can go for Oasis Snapjaw with the 4 mana 2/7. You could go with the Chillwind Yeti with the 4 mana 4/5. You know. So, but like the Rush helps it. Rush always helps a card be better than it should. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna be very good. Again, it's a beast, so it doesn't really synergize with a lot that Druid is doing. So, from my guess is that this is going to be like a 1 out of 5 in both Standard and Wild. But could make a pretty good taunt minion for like those long matches and everything. Survive the early game, so that way you can get into your long matches. Next up is Paladin. We have Trustfall. 4 mana spell for Paladin. Discover 2 minions that cost 5 or less. They gain each other's attack and health. Okay. Does this go in hand buff? Not really. Unless you discover Leroy. You can discover Leroy possibly, but honestly, you'd rather just like run a minion mash deck. Yeah, you'd rather run a Monster Mash deck, so that way your Magatha doesn't draw a Trustfall, so that way you give it to your opponent. I don't know. I think this will be like a 1 out of 5 both Standard and Wild. I don't really see many Paladin decks running this. You got hand buff, you got Flood. Flood doesn't really want anything to do with expensive minions. They want to like swarm the board and then play their Sea Giants for 0 mana. So, yeah, I don't think Trustfall sees any play, if I'm being honest. We've got Busy Bot, 2 mana 3/2 mech for Paladin. Battlecry, give your 1 attack minions +1/+1. Okay, this is a 5-star card for Paladin. Yeah, especially for Flood Paladin. God damn it, why are we getting Flood Paladin support? They're already good enough as is. God damn it. Yeah, 5 stars in Standard. I don't know about Wild. I don't know what Paladin's doing in Wild, honestly. But, hell, I mean, Busybot is fucking insane. And then we got Vacation Planning, 4 mana spell for Paladin. Restore 4 health, summon 3 Silverhand Recruits, draw 2 cards. 5-star card for Paladin. What the fuck? 5 stars in Standard. What the fuck? Why are we giving Flood Paladin support? Why are we giving Flood Paladin support? Fuck! Okay, yeah, 5 stars for Standard. I don't know in Wild, probably like 2, 3. I don't know. I'll assume it's a 2 in Wild, because it does cost 4 for, but you do get a lot of benefit from it. So there is that. All right, for Warlock, we've already uncovered Employee of the Month and this little fucker right here. So all we've got are these two cards. So Fine Print, 4-mana Shadow Spell for Warlock. Deal 4 damage to all minions. Excess damage hits your hero. Holy shit, another 5-star card in Standard. What the fuck is going on with all the fucking, what is going on with all the support for, Pain Warlock and, Flood Paladin? What is going on with that? Like, this is going to be really fucking good for, Pain Warlock, because you can just deal 1,000,000 damage, play your Molten Giant right after, and your Imprisoned Horrors. Like, this is going to be stupid. What the hell? And then for Wild, yeah, 5 stars, because this can deal with like any fucking Wild board pretty much early on. And then you go with your fucking Questline Warlock to where you fucking get your Tamsin really early. Like, Jesus Christ, this is insane. Okay. Deadline, 2-mana Shadow Spell for Warlock, tradable and temporary. So this is the first card I think that we've seen come with temporary immediately. Destroy a minion. 2-mana Destroy a Minion is a whole lot better than Siphon Soul, if I'm being honest. Does this see play? I don't know. I'm gonna go with no, because if you want to like deal with minions, like you could just use your if you're a Warlock, you could just use your what's it called? Your Sheriff Barrel Brim. I cannot say words like that. Yeah, Sheriff Barrel Brim. You can utilize that instead of a 2-mana spell or something like that. I mean, and plus the minions go dormant for 3 turns, so it's pretty much that you ain't got to worry about it. So, and plus, like if like a problematic minion does either come down or anything else, you have another charge on your location. So, I don't know. I think Deadline is better than Siphon Soul, 100%. Not better than Health Drink though. I'm just going to give it like a 2 out of 5 in Standard, 1 out of 5 in Wild. If I'm being honest. Maybe like a 2 out of 5 in Wild. Maybe where it's a 2-mana like Destroy a Minion, that's pretty good, but I don't know. That temporary, that's what really kills me, honestly. And then finally, I believe we have just the neutral cards. So let's see. Yeah, we've already gone over both Dungar and Zephyrus. So now we've got Carnivorous Cubicle. So a little throwback to Carnivorous Cube. 5 mana, 4/6. Once again, throwback to Carnivorous Cube. Battlecry, destroy a friendly minion. Summon a copy of it at the end of your turns. Oh my god, this is insane. Not as insane as the Carnivorous Cube of the past, but whoo boy, like as long as this minion stays up, you can keep on summoning like more copies of it and everything. Oh boy, I'm really high on this card, but that's because like I was active during like Cube Warlock and everything, so I just have like nightmares about that. But yeah, this is it's kind of like an inverse if you really think about it. The other one you wanted to have die immediately, or die like any time, honestly. Carnivorous Cubicle, on the other hand, you want to, like, stay alive. But, yeah, Carnivorous, and it summons a full copy, so, I don't know, maybe, like, cards, oh my god, and worst comes to worst, it targets Titans. You can use this on a Titan. Okay. 5-star card in Standard, probably, because like you can target a Titan You can target a Titan, destroy a friendly minion. Destroy a friendly minion. It doesn't say non-Titan minion. So, you know, you can summon a copy of Titans. Like, that is insane. You can summon a fresh copy of something. That is wild. Like, five star card in standard. I don't know in wild. I think it's too slow for wild. I'm gonna give it like a 2, 2, I guess. We got Busy Peon, 2 mana, 2/3, a death rattle. Your next location costs 2 less. I mean, Death Knight with the location it has, the 4 mana location, it could discount it, but other than that, what class is running to use Busy Peon? None of them really, because all the locations kind of suck other than the Death Knight one. So unless the C's playing Death Knight, which I don't know about, this is like a 1-star card. 2 out of 5 if it's in Death Knight, but honestly, ugh. And then in Wild, like a 1, a -1. And then Clumsy Steward, 3 mana, 2/4. After any card is drawn, make it temporary. So, oh boy, that is something. If you have something that can make your opponent draw cards, yeah, they become temporary. So I don't know, maybe a mill strat. Maybe a mill strat with this. It could possibly work in Wild, I would say. But in Standard, I don't think it does. This is just more so like a kind of tech card. I mean, like if this hits like if this comes down on turn 3 and this hits like a 5 mana minion or something like that, or 5 cost or up spell or something like that in your opponent's hand, they're kind of sad. They're kind of sad. Yeah, they're kind of like forced to play it in some ways. I'm going to give it like a 3 out of 5 in Wild and then like a 2 out of 5 in Standard. I don't think it has like... I don't think we really have mill support for Standard right now. But in Wild, we definitely have mill support. But yeah, that's all the cards in the mini set. Let me know what your guys' opinions are on the cards that I've reviewed and everything. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Take it easy.